Alright, this strategy that we're doing today is the Avatar of Wrath strategy, and I will be doing it on Underground Chimps, which is definitely not the best map to do it, so you will probably have a bit of a better time doing it. So we're starting off with, again, a Ninja Alchemist or Sub-Alchemist strategy, because this does not have the best lead up into the early game, and if possible and you have water, always do Sub-Alchemist, it's a lot better, but because I don't have water today, I will be doing a Ninja Alchemist strategy, and we're just going to hero it down as early as possible and doing the standard strategy for the early game. So after we get our Ninja Alchemist set up, we're going to start getting some discount villages, and we're going to start getting the Druids. So basically what we do here is that in the mid game we have a bunch of 014 Druids under some discounts, drums, and the radar scanner, and then we'll buff that with a few 401 alchemists so everybody gets the juice, and with that we'll actually save up pretty well, and you can use your trees to save up and help that out, and we'll go straight into the 80s, and we'll get the Avatar Wrath usually around 84. Sometimes it's a little bit later, but you definitely want to get it before rounds like 87, where we have a lot of CMGs. So right now I'm working on placing these down, and I do kind of mess up my placements because this map is a little bit tricky if you're going to be working with these Druids. But if you're doing a much easier map, or a map like not underground, that's what I'm playing on. If you're doing a map like another brick, you'll have a lot more room, and this will be a lot easier to do. So it's a little bit butchered in this run, and I'm sorry for that, but it's kind of what it is. So we're going to start getting these up to the tier 4, and what that does is buff the other Druids, and you can stack this buff up to 5 times. So that means we're getting a total of 6 Druids, because the buff can't be applied to itself. So I have all 6 of them. Some of them don't have max buff, which is a little unfortunate, but we have to deal with that, and I'm going to be getting a few more 401 Alchemists to buff everything up, and that will go into the mid-game fine. These guys are really strong, and with the Alchemist buff, they can take down the super dense rounds like 63 and 78, but if you're a little worried, you can feel free to use the trees. Just make sure you see when it pops, because you will have to collect the money from them. Moving on with the save up, we're almost there, and once we get Avatar of Raft, this is going to be pretty easy. So I just want to explain how this monkey works, because it's definitely different from a lot of the other ones. So the description says the more balloons on the screen, the more damage it deals, and that's a total lie. Don't trust that. Basically the way it works is that the more RBE is on the screen, the more damage the increments of the projectiles will produce. So I forget the exact number, but let's say it's just 1,000. I'd have to recheck that. You can ask the Quincy bot. But every 1,000 RBE that is on the screen, the increment of the damage will go up for each projectile, and it caps at 30. So it can end up doing a lot of damage on high RBE rounds like 98. And because of that, low RBE rounds like DDT rounds, like round 95 here, can get a little close. But in order to clean that up, I usually will get a set of spiked balls on each side of the map if it's multi-lane. If it's not, you can just get 2 on the back. And with that, you might want to use your tree ability on the DDT rounds, and the BAD will be easy because it's high RBE. Good luck! Also, if you want to recommend any strategies for me to review or try out, just leave them in the comments and I will think about it.